it's more efficient in the long run. Mine's a little bit bigger, so.
Like Theo Jansen